Okay, it's June 9 and it's just about 8 p.m., just before 8 o'clock. And I just got done watering everything. So, just to show the progress of how everything is going, the yellow beans look pretty good. Some of them look like there's some missing. I don't know. There's just in this square here. I see one that's getting ready to start, but there should be another one up in the corner because I did 9 in each square. So I have 8 in that square. I've got my 9 in this square here, and this is the first square to really take off. And then the next square I have 4, and I've got 4, 5, 6. One is really just starting. Now I'm supposed to be doing some planting tonight, but I got busy with some other obligations, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. And I'm also going to be plucking weeds along the fence and possibly transplanting. I have some cantaloupe coming up. All the seedlings died that I put out there, and I had stuck some seeds in the ground when I noticed that they were kind of sickly, and they've all started to come up. So I think I'm going to try and maybe even put one in a hanging bucket and see what comes of that. The tomatoes look great. I noticed there's some tomatoes. I saw that yesterday and I took some pictures. But there's one beefsteak right there, and I have a couple cherries. I don't think you could see it right now. I'm outside the garden, but I did get in there and take a picture of cherries. I've got the radishes. They're really coming up good. My marigolds, some of the squares really took off well over here down in the corner, the northwest corner. It came up good there, but the corner at the northeast, really didn't do anything at all. The squares up front, in front of my 4x4s, my little extension, I have one that came up, and then I think I have a weed. I don't know. That looks like it might be a weed in that square. The carrots are starting to sprout. You can see that there. And as I move, and the spiral seems to be working out pretty good too. The tomato that's wrapping around the spiral, it seems to train pretty easily to that. My herb box looks really good. I think I'm going to put some herbs in my tipsy pots. Lots of marigolds here, so I can maybe thin those out and put them in the squares that aren't really doing anything. And I can't really remember what's in those. I'll have to check the chart, but I don't know. It looks like I have different types of things growing in the squares, so I might have some weeds going on in there too. You can see right there I have this one pretty sizable seedling coming up, but then the other stuff that's coming up in that same square doesn't really look the same, and the square beside it, no, I'm not really sure. I think that might be the broccoli, actually. Yeah, I think that's the broccoli. And then, and I have a little pepper coming somewhere, which I took a picture of, but you can see that I've got some good flowers. The blue boys look like they're staying small. I don't know if they're going to do anything, but there's one of the blue boys right there, and then over there in that corner, they don't really seem to be doing anything since I bought them. And here's another blue boy. And then over here I have lettuce and spinach. I think the lettuce is in the middle 4 squares. But again, I have what looks like different things growing in a single square. If you look at all that there, there's a couple different things going on. So I guess I have some weeds. More marigolds up front. And then the green beans over here, which again, I guess they seem to be doing their own kind of succession growing, I guess if you can call it that, because they're really at a whole bunch of different stages. Now my hanging pear tomato, I took some pictures, posted it in a few forums because I was concerned about the bumpy stem. And somebody actually told me that I might have a virus. It's hard to really pick it up. But I did get some good shots of it, some good pictures of it. And I cut away some of the dead looking stuff, but more leaves are dying. However, the flowers are opening up. So I don't know if that's a sign that I don't have a virus, or, will tomatoes still grow on it? And if I do have a virus, are the tomatoes going to be any good? And then my strawberry, I have one that's turning red. It was only a little red earlier today, but it's almost all red now. I have about 10 berries altogether. So that is the status. Oh yeah, my cucumbers. The cucumbers look really good. I was concerned that they were dying after I first planted them. Only one died, and the rest look like they're getting pretty healthy. And also my onions have really sprouted out. I have to keep pushing them back down into the ground because the whole onion seems to want to pop out. But yeah, that's it. So I will see you on the blog.